Today, we're in CSS Isotek Leeds to meet and interview one of our senior electronics and electrical engineers, Naeem Saleem.
Hello, pal.
Hi, dude.
Oh, see you.
Yeah, great to see you again too.
How's it going?
Good, thank you.
Oh, to show you?
Okay, great.
Come on.
All right, cool, thanks. Naeem has recently achieved the prestigious Chartered Engineer title, and we're here today to dive into his journey, celebrate this amazing milestone, and discover how CSS Isotek has supported him in reaching his goals. Can you tell us about your journey towards earning your Chartered Engineer title and what that means for you from a professional standpoint?
Yeah, I started working in industry when I was doing my undergraduate degree back in 2008. I started working as an engineering assistant and then progressed my way up over these years to design and development engineer and then to senior electrical and electronics engineer. Over these years, I have worked on some challenging and interesting projects. And I've also had opportunity to work with some really intelligent people who have mentored me and helped me to polish my skills. It now means that I'm able to use an internationally protected title with my name, and also gives my employer and the clients confidence in my professional competencies and also my commitment to the profession.
How do you balance working at CSS Isotek whilst pursuing your part-time PhD in power electronics at the University of Nottingham?
Yeah, it's definitely challenging doing the research and working full time, and it gets more challenging, especially when you go young family as well to look after. But I tend to plan my work, and CSS Isotek have been really supportive throughout this process as well. So they have given me a day off every fortnight, which I spend on doing my research.
What inspired you to specialise in power electronics, and how does your research align with the work you do at CSS Isotek?
So from the inspiration side, when I started working on the DC to DC converter project at CSS Isotek a couple of years ago, this was the first time that I was working on such high voltages and high power levels. And I realized that the power electronics is a world of its own, because you get a chance to work on the high voltage and low voltage electronics, analog and digital side at the same time. So I'm always willing to learn and polish my skills to gain more knowledge, and hopefully to contribute towards knowledge someday as well. So I spoke to my management, my line manager and our MD about my ambitions and my plans and how it would be beneficial for me and the company. So they were very supportive and they helped me to start this PhD program.
Can you share memorable projects you've worked on at CSS Isotek that has challenged and inspired you?
Yeah, sure. The DC to DC converter project that I'm working on is definitely challenging, and that has inspired me as well. When we started working on it a few years ago, there was no off-the-shelf solution available to this problem. We here at CSS Isotek is a small team, and we work very closely with the clients. The beauty of working with the small teams is that you get exposure to different challenges associated with the project. So one day I'll be designing schematics and doing the board layout, and another day I'll be doing testing and troubleshooting, whereas another day I'll be traveling to the client site doing the testing at their site with the real load, which are motors running in the water. So yeah, it's challenging and exciting at the same time.
What role has CSS Isotek played in helping you achieve this milestone? And what has CSS Isotek done for employees to encourage development?
CSS provided me with the opportunities to work on the projects where I was able to develop my skills both on technical side and on the project management side. I prepared my CPD plan and I spoke to my line manager and our MD about my goals, and they acknowledged my efforts and helped me by sponsoring for my CEng application and also sponsoring and funding for the PhD project.
What advice would you give to aspiring engineers aiming for a CEng or balancing a demanding career with advanced education?
I would say if you work hard and try your best in learning and developing the skills, then things will start falling into place. Um, Chartered engineering is an important milestone in our professional career. So I would suggest for those who are still at the early stage of their career to get membership of a professional institution, for example, the IET, which is Institute of Engineering and Technology. Start using their online tool like Career Manager and start logging your career history there. Prepare your CPD plan by looking at the UK spec, which is a document from the Engineering Council, which lists all the competencies required for your chartered engineering. And then speak to your employer how to execute that plan and achieve those skills, which would then hopefully help you to get your chartered engineering status.